everyone, I'm Yuri,
Roman.
and welcome to the BulldogHammer.
And in today's episode, we're introducing the new book, actually old book, but the new battle tome for Daughters of Khaine.
Yeah, our order got delayed. We ordered the book, however, because of the delay in shipment, it took time. But regardless, we are bringing today the new battle tome for the Daughters of Khaine. Very excited. To be honest with you, I wasn't a big fan of this army before. It was pain in the neck to paint so many naked ladies, as weird as this can sound.
And I'm bringing Sons of Behemat. They crushed almost everything they faced so far.
Yes.
And what you think reading a new book of Daughters of Khaine does Morathi and her servants have chances against big guys?
We'll see. I've got a different tactics dealing with your giants today based on the comment left by some of our viewers. We'll see if it's going to pay off.
Oh, I didn't.
You should read the comments more often. I'm telling you, lots of cool insight. Anyways, I'm bringing a snake list. I love the aesthetics of the snake list army. The body count is a little bit, doubtful because it's not as many bodies, but the hit heart definitely. We didn't get the endless spell, the Heart of Fury, which is frustrating. We don't usually like to use proxies, but I think it's an essential endless spell for this army. So I'm going to use proxy for today's game, but for the next game, we're going to get the actual model. Yeah. So without further ado, let's go.
Let's go.
The battle plan for today's game is called Border War from Core Book. There are a total of 4 objectives. The number of victory points depends on the objective you control. For instance, an objective on your territory is worth 1 victory point. Middle objectives are worth 2 points. And finally, an objective in the enemy's territory is worth 4 points. All Mega-Gargants share similar characteristics, such as 35 wounds, 7 bravery, 4+ save. However, there are a few distinctions. For example, aside from the attack characteristics, War Stamper is a good against Horde armies. Gatebreaker has a pretty decent shooting attack, dealing 4 damage flat. With a smash down ability, this Mega-Gargant can destroy any terrain feature. You can imagine Bone Tile Nexus, Wildwoods being destroyed in a single blow. Pretty amazing. Kraken-eater has one of the coolest abilities in the game, never seen in AOS before, called Get Off Me Land, allowing him to move an objective 2d6 in any direction, or 3d6 if you take Taker's Tribe. Man-Crusher Gargants are small giants that act as the battle line. You can take each separately or bundle up in a unit of 3. They have decent attacks. When close to a Mega-Gargant, these fellows can run and then charge. With an updated war scroll, Morathi is an absolute beast and a killing machine. Can only take 3 wounds per turn, however cannot heal. Has 14-inch move and can fly. Morathi Khaine is a powerful wizard who can cast 3 and unbind 2 spells, deals mortal wounds to an enemy unit, is -1 to hit, and all wound and mortal wounds allocated to her are instead allocated to the Shadow Queen. Slaughter Queen on Cauldron is a buff unit that gives an additional bravery +1 save, ability to cast prayers, could be strong in combat. One of the key downsides is the slow movement and the ability to keep up with the rest of the army. Melusa Ironscale must be a general for the snakes to be a battle line. Great buff hero allowing snakes to run, shoot and charge later in the same turn. Bloodwrack Medusa is a wizard that can cast 1 and unbind 2 spell, has a pretty decent debuff spell and can inflict mortal wounds with her melee attacks. Blood Sisters, when fully buffed, can alpha strike and deal insane amount of damage, including mortal wounds to nearby units at the end of the turn. Bloodstalkers have an impressive 24-inch multiple range attacks, dealing mortal wound on 6s to hit. Khanerai Heartrenders is a cheap unit that provides deep striking ability, not impressive in combat, but that's not why you would want to take them.
of Behemat, turn number 1, battle round number 1. Yuri gave me the turn because I had more drops than he had. And my deployment is like that. My general with man crushers are in the middle, Warstomper on the left, and on the right is Gatebreaker. So what I'm planning to do is, of course, get these two objectives and hold them as much as possible. I don't think that these two Medusas shoot really, really hard that can break these lovely guys. And in the middle, I'll try to fight with bulk of Yuri's army. So let's see how it goes. So first of all, I will move forward and then we'll take it from there. End of my turn, what happened, I moved my Gatebreaker forward, tried to charge, but it was 12 charge, so not many chances. Ran with my Warstomper, holding the objective on the right side, just in case I need to run in the middle. And I moved these guys. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to make somehow like blocking my kraken-eater, because these guys are more fragile and hit harder. But it's their move, only 8, and I need to stay within 1 from this objective to kick it out. And that's my plan. Okay. And with that, I'm getting 2, 2, and 1, 5 points.
Daughters of Khaine, turn number 1. My plan is to get all the buffs that they have, and they have lots of buffs, and this is the first time I'm playing this army, so if I make any mistake, please mention that in the comment.
Later's comment. Yeah. How dare you make battle reports not knowing the rules.
Exactly. So like I said, I'm gonna get all my buffs, including the weathering spell, and try to charge turn 1. I'll fully buff my unit of 10 snakes over here, giving them the extra attack, rant if it flies, and then get my Morathi into the middle of the action. So.
Good. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe and help the channel. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I failed the Mind Razor spell. Didn't go off.
What does it do?
Mind Razor gives an additional rent and additional damage if you charge in the same turn. Casting value of 8. I cast it with Morathi with +1, still didn't get it. Weathering spell, I was outside, so
it's -1 to +1 to wound rolls. Right?
+1 to wound. You pick essentially the enemy unit, and all the melee attacks against this have +1 to wound. But I successfully casted the Mystic Shield.
Yeah.
And these guys have the ability to run and still charge later in the turn. So I gave them that, and I gave them the additional +1 attack from Zanhar Kai, or Cobra Kai, as everyone calls it. And I moved Morathi here, I moved little Morathi here. My Prayer of the Endless Spells, Heart of...
yeah, this is not Bad Moon.
That's not them.
Yeah. It's Heart of Fury, but due to the late shipment, we don't have it yet. And so this went through. What does it do, Yuri?
So wholly within 12-inch bubble, I'll get the reduction in damage by 1 to the minimum of 1. Yeah.
Especially for the armies who has like low attack count but high damage.
Right. All my support heroes moved here, including the Cauldron, the Sisters of Blood. I think that's how.
And what did you do with Cauldron?
Cauldron didn't do much. The avatar is not animated because I used the prayer for endless spell. Essentially not much. He gives the bubble of +1 bravery. All my shooting guys, so I moved this snakes with the bows here and this with the bows. So Morathi moved closer to these guys. She's gonna charge just to hold off these guys while I'll try to clean models over here. With my shooting attack, I dealt damage. For any other army, this damage would be noticeable, but not for the giant. So 4 wounds, like 3 wounds, another 4 wounds, here and there, but nothing major. But I charge with my snake ladies here. I charge with Morathi. I charge with small Morathi.
Right.
And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna use the last command point to give them the all-out attack to reroll heat rolls of 1. I failed my charge roll, so I used the command point to reroll. So I used all my 3 CPs in this turn. We'll see how it goes. So I'm activating a unit of 10 snakes first. The 3 gonna go towards the general, including the leader, and the rest, the 7 gonna go towards the little giants.
You're activating your snakes here.
Yeah.
3 of them are hitting my general kraken-eater, and worth noting that he's -1 to hit because of his command trait, extremely intimidating. And so let's roll. So you have 13 attacks, correct?
13 attacks, yeah, because +1 from the command point I used from Cobra Kai, and the leader has +1. So 4 3s, rerolling 1 because of the all-out attack. Oof. Very good roll. Oh, can't complain. Only 3 misses.
And 6s are mortal wounds?
No, not in this case. And 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And it's with -1. Okay, 5s. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damage?
Yeah, 1.
Oh, okay.
Because the spell didn't go off. Otherwise it would be
2, right?
Yeah, and -2 rend. And -2 rend.
7 damage goes to my kraken-eater, and continue now with your 7 left. Oh my god.
Yeah, 7 less gonna go towards the little guy.
And now 28 attacks comes from the snake ladies towards the man crushers.
Yeah, so 28 attacks. I'm gonna roll this twice. So 3s this time. No penalties because I'm outside of 3 aura. I reroll once. Pretty consistent. And 3s. Not bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 so far. And I'm gonna roll this again. Second batch, 3s and 3s. Re-rolling once. And 1 more. Yeah, well, command point 1 well spent. And 3s. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, -1.
And I have to throw 19 saves on 6 pluses. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 16 went through.
Yep. So 1 guy dies.
So 1 guy dies. Let's roll for timber.
Timber 2.
Oh, I win. Well, I fall like that, and I will deal damage to both sides. It's D3, right?
Yep.
Or how? Okay, now it's time for my small gargants. I thought a lot to activate next, and I decided while they're still alive to hit with man crushers. The problem is if I kill, for example, 3 models, then you can remove these guys, and then kraken-eater will be out of the combat. But what can we do? We have to take risks, and if I kill at least 3 models, I'll be happy anyway. So you remember I rolled 19 dice for saves. Now I'll have 19 attack with my massive clubs. So it will be like retribution time.
Okay.
And I'm using my triumph to roll hit rolls. So let's start with first attack. It's headbutt, hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 is good. And another one. Triumph didn't help yet. And wounding on 3s. Oh my god.
And it's 4 damage flat.
It's 4 damage. Okay, that was bad actually. I was hoping for that to work.
Not too bad, it's okay.
Okay. And then massive club, 19 attacks on 3s.
Yeah. Rerolling, right?
Rerolling, yeah. Rerolling that. Okay. And wounding on 3s too. Let's see how it goes. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with -1 red.
So I'm usually 5+, but because of the cauldron, I'm 4+. So back to 5+. So that many saves. And it's 1 damage each, right?
Each 1 damage.
So 6s.
Oh.
Fanatical.
Oh, that's fanatical roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 1 dice, 2 dice,
3 dice,
3
4
dice. No, so
1 wound was allocated. Oh,
yeah,
you roll a count.
Yeah, 1 dice.
Okay. And 2 more.
2 dice, and this is down to 1.
And actually now I don't even want to kill your girl, but let's see how it goes. So mighty kick on 3s works. Wounding on 3s both work with -2 rend.
So success.
2d3. 3, 5 damage more.
Fanatical.
Not this time.
Okay, so
1 dice.
no, actually, how many you said in total? Each roll 2 and 3. So it becomes 1 and 2, right?
You're right. So
1
3
and
total.
So
That's
3
correct.
total. So 2
Because of the endless
spell. Okay.
Herd of Fury or something.
So you kill 5 ladies. So
yes,
so
that's
far.
it. That's it. Oh, actually, I can when I pile in, I can pick them up. Try to pick them up. I need to roll. The roll should be at least double of this model's wound character. So 4 pluses, I can pick a model. I pick 2, and being awful person as I am, I will pick this one. So after a short discussion, yeah, I had to do it after pile-in, so I couldn't break the coherency for Yuri, but killed 2 more snakes. It's great. So Yuri is left only with 2 snakes. Great, and he needs to roll for battle shock too.
Yeah.
And your activation now. You have Morathi and Shadow Queen and Morathi King.
Yes. This guy's fought.
Yes.
This guy's is outside.
And he's outside.
So I don't have a threat here, so I'm gonna activate the little one, see how much damage you can do. So 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. Nothing. And now 6 attacks, 3s and 3s as well. 3s and 3s. So 3 minus 1 rend 1 damage.
5. All 3 went through.
Yeah, so 3 damage only.
Okay. So this guys is out of combat, and I have only this card. Do you want to roll or just assign 2 damage?
Yeah, let's say you made
2 damage.
2. So she's
6.
She's half recorded now.
Yeah, and with that, Yuri, you have to roll for bravery. You have 9 total.
Yeah, but let me attack with her first.
All right.
The biggest threat.
So Morathi Shadow Queen is attacking my Gargant.
Yeah, little guy, so 3s and 3s. Well, not great. 3s.
Oh, and 3 flat.
That was a 3 flat damage. Wow. That's a huge miss. That's fine. So 7 attacks now. And it's 3s. And 3s. Only 1.
Oh, let me roll for this.
Rend 1 damage.
3, 1 damage.
1 damage, yeah.
So it's 5.
And then the last attack with her tails, 3s and 3s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Total fail.
Total fail. So yeah, we're moving to the battle shock. Let's see if this lady's gonna run.
No, I think
they're fine because they had bravery of 9, 1, 2, 3,
and 8 died.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Could you roll 2 or 3? Oh.
Yeah. So that's it. I scored only 1 point.
For the objective on your side, and with that we're.
We want to see if this sticks around.
Oh, it moves.
Yeah, on 3+, I think on 3+ it stays.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do.
And how it moves, like randomly? Or?
No, it doesn't move. It just stays. At the end of each turn, I
roll.
It
can disappear. Oh, okay.
Because it's like a prayer, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and now time for priority roll.
Yeah, just a quick correction here. On 1 to 3, it disappears, but because of my Avatar of Khaine is close by, he gives it +1, so it stays.
Oh, good.
Okay, so let's do priority next. 3. Oh!
Turn number 2, Daughters of Khaine.
Yeah, so with a prayer, catechism, murder, she has splitting 6s to hit.
Mm-hmm.
She has mystic shield. from the little Morathi, I used the command point to give her the ability to fight right away in the hero phase. So she's fully buffed. Hopefully she's gonna deal damage.
My kraken-eater is -1 to wound.
-1 to wound because of the Melusai spell. And she has a Mystic Shield as well.
And the Mind Razor didn't work.
Mind Razor again didn't work. Her own spell,
like D6 damage, didn't work.
D6, yeah, it didn't work either. Good thing that this spell still sticks around. So all my hopes is that Morathi is able to kill this little two guys, then she's free and go after the bigger guy. Yeah. So
and my hope that they fall on her.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see the same thing. I'm gonna start with the 7 attacks. 6 is split, so 3's.
Again, it's Morathi is hitting main crushers during her hero phase.
Hero phase, yeah.
Command ability from small Morathi.
That is correct. Yeah. Let's see. Wow.
But 6 is split.
But it's only 1 6 and 3's. Yeah, so -1 rent.
6's.
Yeah.
And for my main crushers and 1 6, so we have how much damage?
3 damage each.
So 6 more.
Yeah.
And we need to roll for timber after.
Yeah. Okay. So 9
attacks.
9 attacks here. 4. 9, and it's again 3's and 3's. 6's explode. I've got 2 6's and 3's again. So I've got 5 no rent, 1 damage.
5 no rents. So 1 went through and 4. 1 saved and 4 went through.
Yep. And then the last one, it's 3's and 3's. Oh, and I rolled 1, of course. That's
so
it.
Timber.
Let's do timber.
So
okay.
Oh, good. So he falls there, and I will do D3 damage here and here, which is pretty good because she goes to the next bracket, and at least I'll do some damage. 1 and
she takes it.
and 1 to snakes, and 3 goes to snakes.
Yeah, 1 snake dies, 1 was left alone. Okay, not very successful.
Well, it's hero phase attack, so you can have a chance fighting during combat. Oh, you wanted to charge.
Yeah.
Actually, you can snipe him.
Yeah, we'll see. So that would be the plan.
Or he can fall again on Morathi.
Shooting phase, so I finally was able to kill the last Gargant, however, again lost the timber. He killed the last Melusai, and he dealt
2 damage.
2 damage to Morathi, which is frustrating. I was able to save 1 though, which is good. With my Deathless, whatever it's called, Fanatical Faith, I retreated with my Morathi here, and I dealt pretty substantial number of mortal wounds here, right? I think 7 or 8.
From shooting, not mortal wounds. Like there were 4 mortal wounds and
3,
something,
3 or 4.
And
this guy, I only dealt 1 damage, right?
From shooting from those
ladies.
Those ladies. Here.
Okay, and I charged with Morathi. She's the only one in combat, so I'm gonna activate her next. She still has all the buffs, so it's 3's and 3's, 6's explode. Good, I've got
-1 to hit. Wait, -1 to hit.
-1 to hit, yes, because you're intimidating. And 3's.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Rend.
-1. It's got nerfed compared to
5 and 1 went through.
So 3
damage.
And then 2d6. Wow, nice. 11, 4, 8, 11. 3's and 3's. Actually 4's, right? But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good spell though. And 3's. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But no rend, right?
No rend, correct.
So 4. Okay, so 5 more went through.
5 more went through, and the last attack with the tail, it's Yeah, 6, which is very good because it exploded.
Oh!
And the last one is also 3. -2 rent.
6s.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
But the damage is 4 each, so 8.
Just 8. Okay, so 8 damage goes to my kraken-eater, so lots of damage. Yeah, and we decided not to roll and just give 1 damage to Morathi. Yeah. And with that, we're concluding our combat phase.
Combat phase, yeah, we don't have any battle shock. In terms of the point, I still score only 1 point because the one controls those, and we are moving to the Gargant turn number 2. Okay, other one. So what did you do in your turn?
First of all, I moved my force a little bit forward. Then I tried to shoot with this guy and I missed it. It was 4 damage. I needed it, but no problem. Here with shooting, I did nothing. And I charged with my War Stomper on the left, kill 1 from charge. Now I have only one concern is that my kraken-eater is dying. Probably next turn, and no, I don't.
This turn?
No, I think you kill her. But what I'm afraid of that I'm too spread on the right side, and the middle is like behind. So could be good time for you to steal objectives from me. So, but we'll see if I do enough damage. Then maybe good.
Okay, so we've got combat over here, obviously, in the center. And over here, and I'm assuming you're going to activate Morathi.
Yes.
Not Morathi, but activate the kraken-eater and fight against her.
And I will use command point to reroll hit rolls of 1.
Okay. Makes sense. You're -1 to wound, though,
I'm
from the spell.
-1 to wound.
Okay.
Actually, and maybe I have 3 command points, right? Oh, it's on turn number 2.
2, yeah.
And I will use 1 to roll sables on 1. Maybe you'll be unlucky with your rolls. And first attack I have is Almighty Stomp. Yeah. Actually, I have 3 attacks because of the artifact. And I'm hitting on 3s, re-rolling once. All went through. And now here to wound, I have 3+, but now it's 4+, right?
Yeah.
All 3 went through to Morathi. Yeah. And it's -3 rend.
And 3 flat damage.
Yeah, so she's basically done, I hope.
Yeah, she's done.
Oh, it's this. It's 9 damage.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
Yeah. And with that, she's out finally. And so I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes. That Morathi should not.
Oh. She didn't do anything anyway, so she deserves it. Okay.
And your activation.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna activate the unit of here because I've got more models on this side.
During my combat phase, I was able to kill Morathi. With the new rules, Morathi Khaine is out. Yeah. The small wizard. Here I killed 4 models with my War Stomper and a whole unit on the right with my Gate Breaker.
Just murdered.
With that, you had 1 model here, 1 Cauldron and 2 heroes, and the unit of this flying...
Hard Renders.
Yeah.
Let's see if they pass the Battle Shock. So the last model is gonna run. And I actually don't think there is a shot for me in this game, even if I win the next priority. Let's roll for a priority to see 1-5. Okay, I think we can safely call it a game.
Yeah.
And let's move to the post-game discussions.
Yep.
So that concludes another game. Morathi new book. You played against the...
Not Morathi book, Daughters of Khaine.
Sorry, Daughters of Khaine book. Yeah, we played against them a number of times. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Playing against the snake list.
To be honest, I was pretty comfortable just because I was playing Sons of Behemat. Because I knew I could survive probably 1 attack, 2 attacks, even if my 1 Gargant dies, and I have 2. And since your snakes are so fragile, I thought that, okay, 1 attack from my Gate Breaker or someone, and there will be no unit. And you need just more of them. If you could do, for example, do
snakes, right?
Yes, 3 by 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just not enough.
It's not. It's not enough for this army, though.
Yes.
However, we've been chatting. before that. And had I had Mind Razor on my snakes, it would have been completely different outcome, I think, of the game, because they would have an additional rend and the additional damage when they charge, right? So they would wipe off the unit of the Gargants.
Yeah.
And then, I won the double turn, so they would charge again to your other guy.
Don't forget, if you wiped my Man Crushers there, then that guy would be able to pile in and hit.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But your three guys did, sufficient damage to wipe out the unit, anyways.
Pretty great endless spell. You have Herd of Fury.
Yes.
Fantastic spell, I think.
Must take, right?
Must take. And the other snake is good too. I believe she can be played well against many armies. Overall, we need to test against other, of course, factions.
Yeah.
Against giants, almost nothing worked so far.
Yeah, these guys. Remember at the beginning, many were saying, "Oh, that's pretty weak, just fun army." It's not a fun army at all. And it was proved by our battle reports. They can withstand almost everything, right? Shooting, melee, mortal wounds. You keep hitting them, and they don't degrade
they
that much, right?
Morathi, who should be unkillable and damage dealer, right? So giants are very strong, but coming back to your army, what would you change? What you expected from them? Is Daughters of Khaine worth taking because he's pretty expensive model, right?
Yeah, and that's essentially one of the questions for the viewers who played this army and know this army well. Maybe you can share some insight. How can I improve this list from high level perspective? I personally didn't see lots of value in the cauldron. Instead of this, I can take another unit of 10 snakes.
Yeah, in this build. But he gave you +1 save. That's huge for snakes.
+1 save. But the thing with snakes, they essentially murder everything they touch, right? Yeah. They're not going to be hit back. You've got the fanatical phase, 6+, maybe with a hack, I can bump it to 5+. Yeah, I don't honestly, I didn't see initially lots of value, but I was reading about this army and everybody, recommended taking the cauldron because it's a must in this build. Maybe when you take lots of witches, maybe then it would make sense to add them.
That was my question. So they did lots of fun stuff in the book. Lore-wise, and how it's connected with lore and gameplay. I love the book, even though Daughters of Khaine is not something that I was dreaming to have.
Yes,
I love that they're in the game, but it's not something it's not my cup of tea to play. But I love the book. I love the story, and what I was hoping when I was reading books. Okay, there's so much flexibility. You can do that. You can build like that, but. After all, to be competitive, you still need a horde of these naked ladies.
Yeah, hard to say. This is the first game we had. Obviously, we're not going to collect the ladies because we are waiting for vampires. That's going to be
next lots of projects.
Next big thing for sure. Overall, I think if I were maybe to play with this list, I would get an additional 10 snake ladies. I think it would drastically improve the list, and I've got a few points left. So this list can be a one-drop list as well, which is pretty powerful, especially considering that you can run and charge with this guy, with these ladies, and when you roll for the run, you can roll 2d6 instead of d6, and with your allegiance ability, you can reroll once. So provided the Mind Razor goes off, you can deal insane amount of damage to them. So plus the Cauldron, another disadvantage, he's pretty slow compared to the rest of their armies. He can keep up.
I don't know why, but your list with snakes reminds me of your list with Cornus Hunters. You have such a powerful unit, but nothing else behind it, right?
Yeah.
All stake is on their damage output, and if you roll or something goes wrong, then and they get charged first, then basically you're losing your army. Right? So there's you need to think how to work with them. I think not you, but just you get used to the dynamics. And Morathi, with that they removed rent of 1 for her.
For Pathfinder,
Yes, that's the huge.
Now -2.
She
now
doesn't look that scary.
Yeah. I mean, she still provides a comfort and peace of mind during the game.
That for at least for 2 turns,
at least for 2 turns. But essentially, you can put the Mind Razor on her, and she gets an additional rend. So you bring her back to her, strong side. But you have to, sacrifice the spell. It's like an opportunity cost. You don't put it on the on snakes, which I think is more valuable.
Yeah, for sure. Love your endless spell, as I mentioned. Would you take snake too, or does it fit your army?
Honestly, I need to build another, try another list. I don't think I'm going to commit for another 10 snakes at this point. But with additional 10 snakes, I can't fit another endless spell. So I would, I would definitely try a snake. You roll 3 dice on 5 plus the mortal slain, and you can use it against, multiple units or heroes like 5 heroes.
Not 5 plus, right?
It's 5 plus.
You have to roll.
Wound. Sorry. Wound.
So you can hit like strong guys, like brutes with 3 wounds, right? You can easily kill 3 brutes
and it's from 9
one spell. Right? Great spells, guys. Let us know who you want to test the Daughters of Khaine against, and we will be happy to try the factions and test the army. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and see you next time.